Okay, so today I'm going to go over this Fuji film radiology information system and this Fujifilm reader. I guess we can start with the reader. So this is made by Fujifilm. What we put inside of this reader are CR cassettes. You can put up to 4 at a time. Shows you the size of the cassettes that you can put into the reader. And let's go ahead and look at the radiology information system. This also stands for, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Windows key. And when I hit the Windows key, that allows you to scroll through the different applications on the computer. Now this is actually called Console Advanced. I'm going to right click. I'm going to right click. And then it pulls up properties. So when I hit properties, you can see that this was an application that's designed by Fujifilm. Okay? So anytime you have a problem, maybe this isn't loading, you can always hit the Windows key and then you can restart the application here. Okay, so if we're going to enter some information, we're normally going to hit that tab, the RIS tab, and the RIS tab will pull up information on this screen. Currently we're not connected to a radiology information system on the network, so there's no information that we can see there. So we have to enter this information manually. We'll register the patient by putting all of this information here. So we can start with any name. I'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's important that you put the patient ID, and that the patient ID represents the department where the patient is and where you took the x-ray. So let's say it was 1, 2, 3, 4 ICU. It's also important that you put the accession number. We'll skip that really for now. Just put another 1, 2, 3, 4 because the accession number needs to be created by a on-network application system, which we don't have set up yet. Okay, and you can decide whether, you can put this information here, mail, put the date, just put 10/25 1990. Outpatient or inpatient, say inpatient. But at the end of the day, if you're manually entering data, what's most important is that you have the accession number, patient ID, and the patient's name. All this other information doesn't necessarily have to be attached in order to send an image to the right address. The patient ID and the accession number are the address where we send information into the system, into the PACS archival system. Okay, so we'll go down here and we'll hit enter. And now we just select, what image we actually shot. Let's just say we shot that. Starting the study. Now it shows 1, 2, 3, 4. It shows 1, 2, 3, 4 ICU up here. It shows the date of birth. And then you have these options for images that can be put into the reader. So you don't want to select just this square, because if you select just the square, notice how it highlights the square, then you're actually only selecting an image that you uploaded. So if you're trying to work on an actual tab, you have to select the whole tab. Once the tab is highlighted green, then you have selected it, and now you can take this plate right here with the barcode right under the scanner, and watch as I put this barcode under the scanner, information is going to pop up on this highlighted tab. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can see, here I go. Okay, information popped up. And now when I take this CR plate, and you always check the arrow's pointing in a certain direction, You can put it in flat. So it's bottom, the back side up, and then you just kind of slide it in to the reader. The reader is going to process the film. You can watch the bars showing the progress of a processed image, and you can also look at the screen to see what we have image, and this image will be attached to this number right here. So I took an image of my cell phone. Let's wait for this to load. There we go. Now, if you want to annotate the image, you have some options down here. S and L, the S and L values, this will let you do some windowing on the image. We'll go back. This right here will allow you to select, you can input, you can crop the image, polygon style. And you hit OK, and I cropped it. It's kind of hard to see. If I use window width, you'll be able to see it better. That's how the background of it being cropped. You could rotate the image 90-degree angles. This is your text. Enter information here. Once you select text, you can type stuff in there and add it. Once you're on text, you can only select information on the drop down list and what you type in on text. Anything that you select from 1 through 4 will be deactivated. So if I put a number 10 over here, and let's say I want to delete that, but I'm on the text tab and I'm going to try to move this number 10, I can't move it. I'm clicking it, I can't move it, it doesn't work. But if I hit 1 through 4, now I can move it. Now if I want to move this text, I can't move it until I hit the text tab. Now I come back, I can move it. So let's say I want to delete that, I can now delete that. It's gone. Alright, so once you've got everything that you need, you go ahead and hit OK. And you hit complete. And as long as you have multiple tabs available, if there's only one tab available and you hit complete, it will automatically send that image to PAX. If you have multiple tabs available and you hit complete, it'll give you 3 options. You can cancel, you can suspend, or you can finish. In this case, we'll suspend it just so you can see. This brings us back to that original add patient menu. Get out of there that way. And then you can check to see what we have for today. So this is a suspended image that's on the today list. It has not been sent because until you know it's been sent, it has to have a green check mark right here. So I suspended it, but I can also still send it. So I can restart the exam up here, or I can restart the exam right here, or execute. So we're going to start the study again. I'm going to go back to the same process. I'm going to complete the exam and finish it. Exam is finished. We'll refresh, and it shows that the exam has been sent to the PAX archive system. And so from here on, you just go to PAX and check to see if the image is there. And I think that's the end of this tutorial. Thanks.